Like most artists, we find ourselves with this strange imposter syndrome. Looking back on my sophomore year film, I definitely felt this. I'm just kidding. I'm not like most girls. I don't have imposter syndrome. I'm not funny! For years, this project has been nothing more than just a college film with high hopes. But one day, I saw something in it. Potential. So I decided why not try and fix it. My original idea was to use Blender, but then I decided to challenge myself by using 2D assets. We're not sponsored by them, but I love to use Action VFX library whenever I can. When we originally filmed this, we used a Blackmagic 4K with a 35mm SIRUI Anamorphic lens on a gimbal and just ran with the actors. Yeah, so when I first conceived of the scene, I really wanted to have like a human touch to it. Along with the shaky camera, let's add, more lasers, more explosions. Yeah, I thought it was pretty easy to track in.
Nah, fuck that guy. Footage is all blurry and you can't track anything. Take-Two's better, but he won't choose it for some reason.
The characters leave frame, so I don't know what they expect me to do.
Add stuff.
When I did it in college, I just hand animated the laser and the explosion because there was nothing for me to track. I spent 2 days hand tracking that. But now I have knowledge in technology, and I'm gonna hand track it. Again, I scaled the dirt hits to different sizes to give the illusion of depth. I'll add some rotoscope to the characters later, but right now this is just the layout phase. Sometimes I'd lose track of a spot and have to guess, but they would be going by so fast, I knew you wouldn't be able to tell. For the laser, I cut out a white shape, added a red glow, and softened it a bit. Then I got rid of it because it wasn't as cool as this lightning. I just got the advanced lightning effect and adjusted it a little bit, add some directional blur and some glow to it. It also felt a little too green, so I brought down the saturation. I gave the laser a trail by using these spell hits, and timed each of them differently to make it look like it was flowing off the back of the laser. Video Copilot has this optical flare pack that has a ton of different flares. After looking through it for a little bit, I found one that was pretty good. I wanted to elevate it a little bit more, so I decided to add lens dirt to it. So I made a pre-comp layer with just the flare, blurred it out, pre-comped 3 images of dirt on top of one another, parented the lens dirt to the flare, and then made it transparent so it looked like it was reacting to the light. I'm beginning to feel this is more Saving Private Ryan than magic. Let's change that. I put in this blaster beam coming at them. In the explosion behind them, I needed it to feel more, sorry, I'm trying to find another word for magic. I wanted to add more sorcery to this explosion, so I added this magic blast to the explosion as well, along with the small flare. Woohoo! Rotoscope! This took me forever, but after I did it, oh my god, everything looks so good and so much better. I rotoscoped some of the trees and the 2 actors. Now we can start using motion blur. So I just used the camera lens blur to get some of the stuff closer to frame blurred out, but I also used it a bit on everything else. I did this because these lenses on this camera are not very sharp, so I wanted to make it feel like it was as sharp as these 2. Everything else was just blasted with directional blur. After all was said and done, the shot was finished up. Now we're moving on to the next shot. The old shot looked like dog water, so let's fix the color grading again and flip the image to make it look like he's chasing the 2. And I added a better blast from the guitar and a big smoke plume from this musket blast I had. I wanted to do something cool with this and maybe go into Blender and do something with simulations of dust and smoke plumes. Instead, I just added a dust wave in front of and behind him. I made a separate color grade where I just brought everything up so I could cut out a section of it to make it seem like there was a light interaction on the wizard character. Yes, he's a rock wizard. They find a fantasy land behind an arcade machine. You know what? It doesn't matter. I added this little blaster beam, put a light blue shape behind it, and blurred it out. I wanted to do a bit more light interaction, so I put a mask on some of the trees and other spots, and then brightened them up to make it seem like there was light in the environment. After doing some rotoscope work and some lens shake, the shot was done. So in my older drafts, I had a laser fly by a few times, and then turn an eagle into a cupcake. I don't know. I just recorded a shot in Gary's Mod and downloaded a 720p version of an eagle. By the way, Gary's Mod is a game that uses a source engine from games like Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2, and so on. So even though there's a lot of free models in Gary's Mod, there's not a lot of high-quality ones, and to get a bird model for Blender is pricey. But then I found this green screen of a deer laying down on the ground, and I actually thought it was a pretty good alternative. So for the last shot, in Photoshop, I used the AI tool to create a field that I thought looked pretty good, and then just slapped the deer laying down in the grass. So once I liked how it looked, I placed in different explosion elements. This included 2 different dust explosions, a gas explosion, a dust wave, a spark hit and spell hit, and then a ground squib to have dirt fly through the air. I spent some more time adding the laser with the trail and then making the deer glow, and soon it was done. So let's see all the parts we worked on put together. It's kind of gratifying, honestly. It looks much better than its original version. But you know, I still know that someone could probably make it look better. Aw, shit. There's that imposter syndrome. You know what? You can really take something you think didn't work and make it better. I mean, I truly thought this was a piece of crap, but really, it was just a stepping stone to where I am now. Yeah, and that's pretty cool. Maybe you should take a look back at that project that you thought wasn't so good and touch it up. And maybe you can truly see how far you've come.